People think I'm Facebook, they think they're fucking funny. But they're putting it to where it's like if your water goes off, to align your toilet with a plastic bag and like, you know, just shit in there
that
and
is
just toss it out.
Like a basketball hoop but for a toilet.
Well, that's all fine and dandy.
I thought that's to keep it from getting frozen.
No,
like, what?
that's if you can't flush. If you can't flush.
And you ain't got no working water.
You know what? As nasty as it sounds, if you can't flush, bro.
Makes sense.
You ain't got, unless you want to go squat, pop squat.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, that's the best way you could do it.
Welcome to the Opera.
Yeah.
42.
Is episode 42?
A heartbreak episode, yeah.
That's what we're gonna call it.
That's the shittiest way to start an heartbreak.
We should have recorded this. We should literally shitty. We should have recorded this past Sunday, right?
Valentine's? No,
Yeah.
it's better because I can have a recent one.
Oh God, you gonna open up the wound that quick?
Well, I mean, you know,
I like it though.
You gotta let it breathe
Exactly.
and shit. But I'm gonna talk about my first one first.
Yeah, we're gonna go forward, backwards. You know, we go that way, forwards.
The first one I can remember.
All right.
I stayed in some apartments.
Who's all here? Roll call, fool.
Oh, my bad.
What the fuck?
Well, you heard Romo, Diego.
They ain't hear him.
Vino. Oh, you didn't hear. You heard Romo. You didn't hear Diego.
Hey, what's
Shout
up,
out to
y'all?
Diego.
There you go.
Vino.
Of course.
And myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Chris, go ahead.
All right.
You seen that? Go ahead.
So the first time that I can recall was this neighborhood girl at the apartments.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to say her name was like Marissa or something. And
Sounds like a whole name.
One time, yeah, bro. One time, she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna come over tomorrow."
Ooh.
I was like,
How old were you?
Damn, I was probably like 7.
Damn. Damn, did something go down?
Nah,
I was about to say, damn.
And that just reminded me of something else.
Oh God.
But so I got ready, bro. I showered. I got my hair ready because I used to put like gel and shit, hairspray and all that. Bro, I used to put hairspray, gel, and mousse.
Me too, bro. I thought I was the only motherfucker that's stupid. Yo, what's up, stupid motherfuckers? You
But
nice?
I never got to the point of putting glue. At some point, people would put glue.
I kind of like. I like my hair a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to lose it.
Yeah. I knew my parents would whoop me. Or
My mom
yell at
cried
me
the first time I got a fade.
Oh, word.
Word.
What did your hair look like before that?
Big and curly.
Fro?
You might as well be. And I was fat too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. No, my bad. This is heartbreak
No,
episode, not the melancholy.
Well, your heart broke your mom.
There you go. What the first one?
So I'm ready. I'm dressed. I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, bro. She never shows up, and I'm all mad and shit. And my mom's like, her parents probably didn't let her come. And I was like, nah, man. She said she was gonna come. She's supposed to be here. She didn't come. And she's like, bro, she's a kid. What are you talking about? Y'all are just
Well,
kids.
you're a kid. You don't know what it's like to, like, you're lying to. You told me you be here, so I'm taking your word for it.
It's ridiculous, but that's,
I'm gullible, but fuck it, yo.
Yeah. What about y'all? What's y'all's first?
I'm gonna go first. Oh, you went back to 7 years old.
Whichever one you want to say.
Damn. I mean, obviously, when I was fat, I remember being told plenty of times, like back in, what was it, like, I'm gonna say 7th grade, because that was my first time in junior high. In Richardson, in RISD, it doesn't go middle school and then you're at the high school. It goes, you go elementary school is 1 through 6, and then
Right,
junior high is one
yeah.
school, 6 and 7. 9 has its own building, the freshman center, and then there's the high school, 10, 11, 12. So when I got to the junior high, 7th and 8th grade,
That's good. They separate the freshmen from the seniors.
but bro, there'd be fights. Fools would be like just walking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fools would be like going to the school looking for trouble and shit. It's fucked up. The freshmen fucking with the 7th and 8th graders, right, bro? It's
Is that what they were doing?
it's like the fucking orcs coming to fuck the little hobbits up, bro. Should be fucked. Anyhow, I remember being told more than once, like, you know what? You're cute, but if you lose 10 pounds, maybe I'll give you my phone number. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's one. Come on.
Do you feel like that you were glad that they told you that? Like, does that help?
Well, see, look.
Because if they don't ever tell you why,
Well,
then
see,
you're
look.
like, damn, what is it?
See, I feel like it's good that I lived that. I lived the life of the ugly dude before I was the pretty duckling. So I appreciated that shit.
Swan,
You know what I'm saying?
duckling.
Because if I was the swan starting off, I'd have probably peaked in high school, had a baby, or all baby mom, all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I lived that life first. You know what I'm saying? So
I think that humility,
Yeah.
that humble, that
Yeah,
makes
bro.
a person stronger.
Because now you realize, as you know, when you're not that little really ducking no more. You're like, man, most of these females are so shallow anyway. Don't even worth your time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now because I didn't have that problem when I was younger.
You had game.
It was just so easy, and now it's like,
Damn,
okay, I'm not a kid anymore. It's not easy like that no more.
Damn.
Girls aren't like, it's not like.
It's the reverse. I had no game when I was younger. That's what the L's take, bro. The L's. What else? Someone spit one out. Spit out a heartbreak.
Oh, yeah. Is it gotta be love heartbreak, I guess?
Yes. Don't be talking about no food or something you want to.
Man, I was gonna talk about how I was gonna get taken to Chuck E. Cheese.
This guy.
And my brothers, they told me, like, yeah, bro, we're gonna take you to go get Chuck E. Cheese
Bro,
and shit.
how many times did my dad, when we were driving, be like, "Oh, mira, we're about to pass Toys R Us," and or look, you were asleep. We would have gone by if you were awake.
What made it worse, bro, is we passed by it and they lied to me. They were like, "Nah, bro, got another one."
Hell yeah.
They took me to get my haircut.
Man.
I ain't never gonna get no Chuck E. Cheese. I broke my damn heart.
Damn.
My mom would always just say, "Yeah, I get it next time," and she'll never get it.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, that's how we do the kids now. Well, those of us.
The first heartbreak I guess I would feel was that, like, there was this one girl I was talking to. I ain't never met her in person.
Oh.
And so when we finally met, her facial reaction saw like how fat I was. I had,
the disappointment phase. That's even worse, bro.
The following day she broke up with me. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
Online, she broke up with you?
Nah, she broke. We saw each other, and after that,
she never hit him up again.
I
Ghosted you, basically. Ghosted you.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
She broke up with me and just kind of like, yeah.
Later, Gator. I feel you. Everyone been there.
But it led me to another relationship with some other girl, which led to a great friendship too. So,
I remember one, and this one was like the first one where I had drama. So I was around, I was 18, 19, and this girl was like 22, 23. You know what I'm saying? And it was the first time I had started messing with the older chick, bro. And man, she like we seemed to click. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was cool. Like and like she like my birthday was coming up. Like we met sometime late February, and so my birthday's middle of March. So it's coming up. And then I remember she was gonna tell me, like, yeah, wait till your birthday comes. Let me give you a nice surprise. Like, shit, it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? And then one day I remember this specific moment. Watch this. I was on my way to work the night shift at this warehouse. I used to work the 11 to 7 shift. I got in my truck, turned it on, and I had just made this new CD with the Lil Wayne song Lollipop. It just came out, and I got a download of it, and I put it on a CD so I could jam out to it. It was gonna be for her, so we could jam out together. You know what I'm saying? Like, check out, I got the new shit. So I was jamming out to it, and I think a text message that says, "Yo, I don't think we should talk anymore." Like, fuck. Yeah, and it was one of those too where like you hit her up earlier in the day. She was like, "Oh, I'm asleep, my bad. I'll call you back later." And you're hoping to hang out, and then she hits you up with that, like, "Oh, what you talking about?"
Almost out of nowhere, she was like,
"Yeah, bro." And I found out it was cause some bullshit. Apparently, like someone that we both knew, but that knew her first. It was a chick, was getting jelly of the fact that this chick was liking your boy so much, spending all time with me. So she kind of, in a way, did the shady shit where she was like, it's kind of like, are you down for him? Or you down for me? You know what I'm saying? And I respect it, you know what I'm saying?
So she was like, pick your homegirl.
It's like bros over hoes, what's the female version of that? Chicks over dick, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect it, but it broke my fucking heart. It broke my fucking heart.
Yeah, and for her, it probably was nothing.
And then she even texted me on my birthday, like, "Hey, hope you're having a good day, this and that." And I was simping. I was like, "Oh, it'd be a better day if you were here." You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I got no reply. You know what I'm saying? I never saw her again. It was great times I had with that chick.
So it was right before your birthday.
Basically, so my birthday I was alone. I remember my mom had bought me this little chocolate cake with I had turned 20 or something that year. Yeah, bro. Heartbreak. Come on, somebody, clean this up. Clean this.
I remember. I guess I'll tell you the first guy I really got serious with. This is about.
Sound like you said guy, but you said girl, right?
I said girl.
Oh, okay, over here.
Nah.
First guy I ever got serious. I was like, oh.
This is also coming out.
All good,
But now I remember it was a girl I actually had a crush on for a little while after we had graduated. We had I think it was 2013 when we graduated.
Yeah.
And we had talked for a little while, and then we got together. I think we were together for about maybe 4 months or so.
Damn, that's a long time.
No, 4 or 5 months. But this is the first time I really, got to spend time with spend time with somebody. Go out with them. Go to the movies. Do different things like that.
It was like your first serious relationship.
Yeah, first serious relationship. I actually met her mom. Met her dad.
That always sucks.
Man, it's actually pretty chill.
That girl I was talking about, I met her mom, and her mom fucking loved it. Her mom was like, oh, te voy a cocinar, because they were Salvadorian. Te voy a cocinar los putas un día, mijo. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Keep going.
It was around Christmas. I actually bought her a necklace. You know, it was actually a little heart or whatever. And this is the first time ever, me doing this type of shit. You know, so I was really committed into this relationship. Well, then she started acting different. You know, and it's apparently, she went to college somewhere else. You know, so it was hard for me to see her when she came back. I spent my time with her. But apparently it was this family friend of hers that apparently had like a long crush on her, and I talked to her about it.
Stop right there. You could just dot, from right there. I think
she told me about it. I'm like, oh, I paid no mind to it. I didn't give a shit at this point. Really, in the back of my head, I was like, who the fuck is this dude? And I'm back. She goes off. She goes to her. She tells me that she's gonna go to her family's or whatever. I asked her, do you want me to go? She's like, nah, because let's wait for me to meet the rest of the family or whatever. Well, apparently he was there because she told me.
God dang, awkward city.
She was talking. We were talking on the phone about how her cousin was talking to her about like her psychology degree and how she wants to be in a relationship doctor and this and that. And then after this night, she started texting me, kind of different. She didn't really, send me good morning text or whatever. Like it always would happen.
Damn.
And I started seeing the signs like she just stopped texting me so serious. So I'm like, huh, all right. When I wanted to see her, she would be like, oh, I'm busy at work or I'm doing this. I'm like, oh, okay. But then it was like maybe 4 or 5 days after this, after she gets off of work, I remember this day because I was in the middle of playing a game. She calls me, and she's just like, hey, we need, she's talking to me, and she's driving home. She's real quiet. So I'm like, all right, so what's up? You sound like you got something to tell me or something. She's like, well, we need to talk about something. I'm like, are you calling me to break up with me? She's like, well, I need to see you. I'm like, are you coming over here to break up with me? Just you can't do this. Just fucking tell me now. So you don't have to drive all the way over here.
I'm already losing here, man.
I'm already losing my game.
Don't come fuck it up.
So she's just like, we need to talk. I'm like, alright, so we stayed quiet the whole thing. It was awkward.
So she stayed on the phone with you?
She stayed on the phone with me. I guess she just expect me to talk to her. I'm like, bitch,
can't stand that.
Until you get here, I'm gonna talk to you. Cause I told her that. I was like, well, just let me know when you're here. She's like, no, let's just stay on the phone. I was like,
what? Damn.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
this is weird.
This
whatever.
Is weird. Jeez Louise.
So she got there, and she told me about like, I think we need to break up. I was like, does this got anything to do with Nelson? Did you cheat on me?
That's a family friend?
She couldn't look at me at all. Yeah.
Nelson.
She couldn't look at me at all.
Yeah.
She started crying. I was just like, alright. I should have took the goddamn necklace back. She offered it back. I was like, nah, you keep it.
That's her psychology degree kicking in. Nah, just kidding.
I think it's her cousin. I think this is.
I got one. That's what I remember one. You done though?
So wait, so she started crying, and what'd you do?
I mean, what you want me to say, fool? Like,
yeah, I mean, he just got dumped.
And then I basically caught her on her bullshit. I'm just like, alright, well. But the funniest thing was, within about 30 minutes after this conversation, because I didn't get mad, because I was heartbroken, because, I was going to show that shit. That was too fucking, nah, fuck that. But my brother texted me, and he's like, hey, are you free tonight? Because if you are, let's go to fucking Hooters tonight. So I was like, well, fuck it, I'm gonna go.
Perfect time.
Yeah, she saw the text. Who texted? She was like, well, my brother texted me, and me and him never really hung out like that. So just the timing of him texting me and then this happening, it just showed me where it's like, you know what? I think this is what's meant to happen.
Yeah, look, one door's open and one door closed. Let it go.
Yeah,
not meant to be.
She got mad, but I was like, I'm gonna fuck
with you. You broke up with me.
Yeah.
You just broke up with me, girl.
Are you gonna go see some Hooters?
For real.
So, I got plastered that night. I went to work that night. It was not fun, but whatever. I had a good night. I got over it. And, still hurt. But, hey, it was what it was. What were you gonna say? Go ahead. Your story.
Oh yeah. All right. So I used to. Okay. So the way I met this girl was through my homie's girlfriend. Because she knew a little bit of me, and she's like, I see the kind of guy he is. She's like, I got a friend who's going through a breakup that maybe he could help out. So she hooked us up, right? So blah blah. We started sharing text, and this was I'm gonna preface this by saying this was back when you had to pay for text, right?
How much was it? Remember?
$1.
$1 a text?
Might as well. It was like 80 something. Might as well, right?
Well, I was thinking like
this was in the beginning. This was in the beginning. This was in the beginning stages of text.
Yeah.
Anyhow, So we start texting back and forth a little bit. And, it turns out this chick, she seems pretty cool. She's pretty laid back, but she's going through a hard... I remember she worked at Chuck E. Cheese. She was a manager at Chuck E. Cheese. I remember this shit. Yeah.
That's bad. Working at Chuck E. Cheese. When I used to have my son's birthday party.
I was like 18.
Yeah.
I was, saying? It's like,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's doing, hopefully moved up in the world now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Back then, when I was young too, when I was like 21.
But anyhow, we started texting and whatnot and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I said she's a cool chick. But her thing was that she was stuck on her ass because her ex had popped her cherry. You know what I'm saying? That was her first, so to speak. You know what I mean? And she was like, oh, that's why. So we started texting, like, okay, I'm talking good, this and that. I'm not trying to be too much of a simp, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to, trying to be a shoulder to cry if you need it, right? Maybe it'll lead to a hug or whatever, what the fuck, So one night, I go to the club. As a matter of fact, it was the first night I went to a Mexican club. Back in the day, I dressed cowboy. Boots, pointing in the hat, all that shit. I still got my shit. Anyhow.
Still fits?
Yeah. I hope so. Oh, what's that? Nothing important?
I don't think so.
Important. One day I'm gonna try to go back, see if she has like that shit. Anyhow. So we were going, so I went to the club, my first time in there, Escapade 01. I was like, oh man, that's awesome. And this chick texted me, she's like, hey, how you doing, this and that? I'm like, oh, what's up? I'm just here chilling on homies, because obviously I'm there with just a friend. I ain't got no chick, you know what I'm saying? No game.
You're your Nokia, or what kind of phone? Flip phone?
It was,
like
can't remember.
No, not a Razor, it's older than that if you're paying $1.
Yeah, it wasn't, but yeah, it was one of the old, it was Sprint, I remember that, that's all I remember, it was Sprint, when it was still the yellow logo. So she started texting me when I'm at the club, and I was like, I ain't got shit to do there, bro, I'm just there posted up, trying to look all cool and shit, my homies over there while they're drinking and dancing and coming back and whatnot, I'm just posted up on the side, you know what I'm saying? And she started texting, so I'm like, whatever, what's up? And she's like, yeah, I'm really bummed out right now, because I keep thinking about him, this and that, so whatever, I texted her, and I spent 2 hours there texting her. And, at the end, she was like, yo, thank you so much. You really helped me, and I feel really good about this and this and that. And I was like, yes. I was like, mission accomplished, right? Yeah. And, here's a side note. While I was texting her, trying to post it up looking all cool, I'm pretty sure some chick pulled up next to me and tried to, offer me a beer, and I completely didn't even know what was going on, because once again, no game. I remember, I was texting her, right? And this chick pulls up by herself, but she has 2 beers. She puts one here and then kind of slides one over here. Where I was like, I'm standing right here, right? And she's not with nobody. I think it's just, I missed it.
Yeah,
I missed it. I missed it. I was over here doing this Captain. I was doing Captain. Yeah. I was Captain Save a Ho. Let's not even. I was being Captain Save a Ho, but
you were being a counselor for free. Basically. You were paying her. You were paying the company.
So anyhow, I think mission accomplished, this and that, and then a couple of days later, I hear from my homeboy, from his girlfriend. She's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that she's gonna end up, wanting to go out with him. You know what I'm saying? Like to be a chick for them. Oh shit, yeah, good news. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I remember specifically, I was with my other friend at Super Salad over there in Casalinda, right there. You know what I'm saying? When it was still there, man, I just love that fucking place, Super Salad, bro.
Yeah, it's not there no more.
Yeah, it's sad. So way back when it was there, and then we were eating, and I get a text from her, and then she's like, hey, I don't think we should talk because, I feel like I'm not ready. I'm not gonna get over him and this and that. So, what the fuck is my? Oh well, I'm sorry. Thanks for your time. This and that. Blah blah blah. I tell my homeboy, yo, looks like I got nothing to do now. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. But fast forward a couple of weeks later, I get a phone call from my mom, all angry. Remember what I prefaced this with. So anyhow, she's like, Juan Carlos, que chingados. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck, what'd I do? I'm over here just trying to do my thing, trying to stay out of trouble. She's like, ¿por qué cobraste tantos de los textos? I'm like, what? I'm like, ¿qué tanto? She goes, tengo un bill de $400 aquí y me lo vas a pagar, cabrón. Bro, I had to go get a job because of this. I wasn't working. I had to go get a job because of this. Oh my god. So man, I'm sitting there and then it's bump, damn.
Double heartbreak.
Basically, bro. Her name was Katrina. She's a nice girl, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pretty sure she's doing good now. She was one of those cool chicks from what's that city when you pass Firewheel?
Louisiana.
Nah, the city going past Firewheel. Is it Saxy or Wiley?
Yeah.
Oh. Wiley?
Wait. Say again?
Is it Saxy or Wiley when you're passing fire? You keep going.
I think it's Sexy.
Well, yeah, she used to live out there. She's one of those preppy ass females live in a 2-story house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she was one of those hey there Delilah kind of chicks.
Hey,
I was into that shit, bro. I wanted to be one of those girlfriends, bro. One of those, like, I can't explain it, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
Well, back then, was it the ones that had like the short hair with the color and then the eyeliner and shit? You talking about like
the chicks back then? It wasn't popular to go to Sonic. They would go to then not Starbucks. They would go to Sonic and get the Slurpees. This was before I got into Starbucks. See,
Yeah.
that's how. That's how back in the day I was, bro. I remember when the chicks were a little more wholesome, so to speak, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's different now. All right, Diego, your turn.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, I was never one to dwell on any breakups or anything. There was one when I was in 9th grade. There was this girl that I used to like before in elementary school. She went to a different middle school, so we never got a chance to link up or anything. Then we ended up at the same high school.
Yeah.
She was trying out to be a belle or whatever. That's what they call those dancer girls.
Oh yeah, they had them myself.
So I'm her backbone. Holding her through. All the nervousness of that. Whatever. So we're dating or whatever. I'm like her first boyfriend ever. Her mom and her dad. Strict or whatever. So I'm dating her, whatever. Then one day, mind you, do nothing wrong. Just hang out, everything. One day we're just walking and she's like, I think I'm just too busy to have a boyfriend right now, because now she's in her dance group she got in or whatever. So now she breaks up or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm like, whatever. Did it sting a little bit? Yeah, I was like, I wonder why. But my whole thing was every time a breakup would happen, I would typically try to go to one of their friends just so I could get a reaction. So that's what I ended up doing. And then
Toxic.
one of her teachers was like, dang, they're like Brika, because her name was Brianna. They're like, Brika, she's like, how can you move on so fast after a week? And then he's like, and then I told her, well, next time you see her, tell her she's the one that broke up with me. So.
Already, bro.
I was an ass.
That's right, bro. Sometimes, hey, bro.
But then the next year, I was doing my own thing, didn't really have a girlfriend. So, now she comes back in the picture trying to get my attention, messaging me saying, hey, sorry, I shouldn't have broken up with you. She's like, because I was her first boyfriend or whatever. So, we're together now, 6 months, she's telling me she loves me, I'm telling her the same thing, Mind you, I felt like I was just with her because I didn't, I was comfortable. I wasn't really
right. You didn't get butterflies.
Not anymore. After that first breakup, now I was just kind of with her because.
Oh yeah, got back together.
Yeah,
so
we got
did get back
together.
together.
Yeah, we ended up getting back together.
And she hadn't dated nobody.
In between that, no.
So she really probably was just busy.
Yeah, probably.
She wasn't trying to date nobody.
Because she didn't date anybody else after that.
Okay.
So then we were like that. So, 6 months in, I didn't really. I was telling her I loved her. I didn't really love her.
Yeah.
So, then I started talking to my now wife. I started talking to her, and with her, obviously I didn't do anything before I was out of the breakup. I don't recommend cheating on anybody, especially just in case when she hears the pod. Hope she's doing good, but no, I never cheated on her or anything like that. When I broke up with her, we were walking back to class because I had her in class for my 4th period. We were just coming back from lunch.
Son.
So I mean, I was never one to shy away.
As you walk in the class, you go for her.
Before
into the class you have together.
Yeah.
Son, that's savage.
That's
savage.
Instead of just waiting till the end of class.
I was never one to shy away from the opportunity, man. So,
I'm just gonna get it over with.
I was like, fuck it. So I'm we go, she's waiting in the, by the lockers, waiting for me to go inside, give her, she comes, gives me a hug, and then I'm like, hey, I gotta tell you something, I'm like, I think we gotta break up. She's like, why? What did I do? What's wrong? And I'm like, it's, I hit her with that cliche. I'm like, it's not you, it's me. Yeah. And I'm like, and I'm not saying that as a cliche because I like using cliches. That's my thing. I'm like, Nate, seriously, just me. I'm like, I was honest with her. I'm like, I can't be telling you I love you when I don't mean it. So, and then, you know, that kind of made things even more worse. You know, she's over here crying down more, you know.
Right before class.
So I'm like, and then, you know, the teacher comes out and she's like, come on, class is about to get started. You know, sees the situation, and I'm like, hey, it's alright, let's just go into class. You know, I'm trying to.
The final walk.
Hold on, I must miss this information. You had this girl in class with you?
Yeah, see, you did
this. Is the same class?
Yeah, same class.
Damn,
I'm like, hey man.
How did you sit through it and not cry? At least pretend to
So,
cry.
and now they see each other. He sits the desk further, and now he's like, all right, later.
Now, you know, now her friends are all like mad, like, what the fuck, you know? Like, we had multiple classes together, so, you know.
Damn!
So last period, you know, we ended the day together. They're like, how could you, know, all her friends were right there, she's still crying or whatever. She's like, how could you do that, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I'm like, shit, I had to, I'm like, we broke up, it's fine.
And you looked at her while she was crying and shit? Damn.
And the teachers are like, I'm just trying to fucking teach. These motherfuckers over here crying over each other and shit.
I don't want to wait.
So, you know,
thinking their life is
me and my girl, like, you know, we were still talking. We didn't get together right away, you know, obviously. But, you know, the girl, you know, like, I was still talking with my, you know, my wife now, whatever. And so now this girl, she's, like, texting me, you know, sad. She's like, so did you ever love me? You know, and then, you know, I did. The answer,
she just lied,
the right
man.
answer, the right answer was no. You know, I did it, but, you know, I had to.
But you did love her the first time, right?
The first time, yeah. But I had to spare some feelings, and, you know.
Man, you didn't spare the feelings when you broke with her before.
But it's different because I mean.
So you told her yes, obviously. Yeah,
it was different because this time she was invested. And me knowing that I was her first, you know, boyfriend, sure, I gave her, like, her first heartbreak, but, I mean, I couldn't go above and beyond by saying no. Then that would have made things worse.
Yeah, like, not only was he my first break,
she was a good girl, you know. Then, you know, I got with my now wife, and then she kind of started messing around with some dude that I think is gay, but, you know, we'll just leave it at that, you know.
Bro.
Trying to be something she's not, but hope she finds guidance.
I feel like that's something that's happening a lot nowadays. Side note, I feel like a lot of chicks with dudes that don't know they're on the down low. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
well, that's what they're into.
I got another one. I remember this one time. So this is after. Look, the timeline's working because this is after. This goes directly into what happened after the Katrina girl, the incident. I'm at that job I had to get. All right.
Oh yeah.
I'm at that job, and then one time I'm walking around Fry's and I run to this chick I knew from high school.
That's your first job, Fry's?
No, I was at Fry's.
Okay.
No, I was working at a warehouse at night, but I was at Fry's.
Spending some money.
Yeah.
Bit,
There you go. Basically, you know what I'm saying. So I was at Fry's. And then I run to this chick from high school, and I had graduated already by then, obviously. And then we catch. She just like, hey, here's my number. She gives me her number, this and that. I'm like, oh shit, already, bro. You know, I liked her in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gave me her number.
It used
Like,
to be so easy back in the day.
Yeah, shit, I didn't even know what I was doing though. Imagine if I did. Good thing I didn't. Anyhow, so we start texting this and that. And I start to realize about a week in that she's not texting me as like someone you want to have a relationship with. She's texting me like a friend. She's telling me about what she's up, what she's doing, all her gossip and this and that. When she calls me, she's like, hey, you know, he said and then she said, like, that's what I'm hearing, bro. And so I remember she told me like that she went out with this guy, you know what I'm saying? She was like, we were at the mall, and you know, I saw him looking at the chick. You know what I did? I said, fuck him, I left, you know, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. You know, I walked out I walked out on him at the mall. And I was like, man, this chick is not interested in me like the way I thought. So I stopped talking to her. So, but that's the end of that. But this is not the end of the story, because at that warehouse job a month later, I meet this dude. We get cool, you know. He's around mine. He's like at that warehouse nighttime job is mostly older guys. You know what I'm saying? And so this dude was like closer to my age, so it was cool. We started talking, getting cool. And then he tells me a story about some chick that he was messing with from Garland. In Garland, like lived in Garland. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Garland.
Yeah, and then he goes, yeah, bro. I remember, bro. We went to the mall, bro, and bro, this chick would let me fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I was just trying to like get with her, bro, and she called me talking to some chick. And then she walked off on me, dog. You know what I'm saying? Remember the story the other girl told me?
Oh, shit. That was the same people.
And then he also, as a side note, he goes, bro, you don't know what's fucked up. Later on that day, bro, I was all up in her coochie, bro. She was wet as fuck. You know, he was his finger, like basically his finger blasted her. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, look, I still got it on my finger. I'm smelling. He's like, oh.
And I'm like, I couldn't look this until my God. I was like, oh my God.
That's crazy.
It's a small world after all.
Very small world.
See, there you go. There you go.
You think that's like God, like his sense of humor or something? Like
Maybe he's trying to tell you you avoided something.
Maybe.
everything happens for a reason.
Let me tell you another one. See,
You say one first.
I need to state this. I don't think it's that I'm heartbroken. I think it's just that my guys here are just quiet. You know what I'm saying?
I got one.
I'm not a loser, okay? I promise. Anyhow, here's another one. It might be the last one I remember. All right, so I remember. Hold on. I gotta put it together. Okay, yeah. So there was this chick I'd known for years. She was like a family friend of my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So I would go over to his house and she would be around there sometimes. Yeah. But when I first went there, she was really young. She was, we were 4 years apart, but I was like 17, she was 13. So I was like, okay, that's a family friend of y'all. I don't give. I was not looking at her. You know what I'm saying? I'm there kicking it with the family friend I'm in. But fast forward 4 years after that, I'm 22. She's 18. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cool so one night we're chilling. I had a girlfriend at this time, and she had a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I've been knowing her for years. So we would hang out. We were drinking that night. And everybody, the house was full of people. You know what I'm saying? We were all drinking, so there was nothing. But as people start, getting a little tired and knocking out, it went from 8 to 5, from 5 to 3. Now it's just me and her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we're fucked up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, I want to take a little to another, and, we start making out. You know what I'm saying? That's it. We just made out, right? We just made out. And I remember specifically... in like after when I went in for the second one, after I came out, I was like, yo, for the kiss, talking about kiss, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This is a podcast, so you can't hear, you can't see what I'm doing. After I come out with the second kiss, I'm like, yo, should we be doing this? I said her boyfriend's name here probably wouldn't appreciate it, and neither would insert my girlfriend's name there. That's what I said, right? I'm not trying to put no names out there. And she just looks at me, and she's like, and she goes in for a third kiss. So I'm like, fuck it, fuck it, I'm making out. And obviously nothing happened. Probably because I didn't make a move. We didn't end up in her room. You know what I'm saying? Which is probably good. I didn't know my game. Good thing I didn't know how to use it, because I would have done something stupid that night. Right. Anyhow, she goes to her room that night, goes to sleep. I ended up falling asleep on the couch by myself. I wake up in the morning. I was kind of hoping she would walk out, so I could at least say bye. I wasn't gonna go to her room and knock. No, I was gonna be that creepy, right? So I was like, fuck it, I left. And then I texted her later on in the day, you know what I'm saying? So, you busy? I guess we need to talk. But before that, as soon as I left, I realized I had to break up with my current girlfriend because I just cheated on her.
So are you thinking like this young self, or are you thinking, I guess I'm dating this new girl now?
There you go. Look, see. Okay. There you go. I'm counting my chickens for the X hatch apparently, but anyhow, so I had to break up with my girlfriend, who I've been going out for a long damn time, like almost 3 years I was with this chick, fool. So I had to call her, but things weren't going good because I don't know if you guys remember, I told you the story. That was the night I was drunk and I spent 6 hours talking about how much I hated how my girlfriend treated me at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all remember that? Y'all remember? Okay, look, see, this
it was alright.
I guess it's like insider shit. But anyhow, so that was that night, and so I called my girlfriend the next morning, and I tell her, yo, we have to break up. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, we have to break up. She's like, why? I never told her. I didn't tell her that I cheated on her. I didn't want to make it worse than it already was. I'm just suddenly. And because she did not want me to go hang out with my friend's family that night. She did not. She tried hard. But I remember when I was driving off, she was like trying to hang on to the vehicle, like wouldn't to close the fucking door. And
shout out to the car trauma episode.
Oh yeah. Toxic.
I had a girl that was trying to jump out and shit one time.
So it's like, so she was obviously crying and this and that. So I did that. I'm like, I'm breaking up with you. I'm not going back because I cheated on you. I didn't tell her that, but in my mind, I'm I'm not going back. I burnt this bridge and that's it. I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward to when this chick finally answers my text at like 4 in the afternoon. The chick I kissed. And I'm like, yeah, so what's up? And she's like, yeah, I'm here at the mall, I'm hanging out. I'm like, oh yeah, like a simp. Oh, I wish I could be there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Simp. Anyhow,
I wish I was there with you too.
Yeah. So we start at that text. So what are we gonna do about what happened? And so she calls me, and she's like, yeah. So she's like, so what are you talking about? And I'm like, oh yeah, what we did last night, we made out, kind of cheated on our, are you gonna break up with, the guy's name here? And she give it like a 5-second pause. He goes, I'm kind of happy where I'm at right now, and I don't think I'm gonna leave him. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so
You're like, but I left my girl.
I mean, no, I did the right thing. That's all I know. I did. I did. I mean, I did it probably hoping she would, but at the same time, it just had to be done. You know what I'm saying? It had to be done. And yeah, that was that.
And I'll tell you why it had to be done. Because when I was 15, it was my first love, my first, sexual intercourse. And after a while, I got like real comfortable, right? So I started talking to other girls, And I'm not blaming my dad or my grandpa or anything, but that was kind of instilled, how many girlfriends you got, how many. So I was like, fuck it.
Machismo.
Yeah, so I was talking to other girls. Like I met this one girl at Target.
You turned to a player?
I had always been a player, kind of.
Man whore?
Kind of.
Infidel?
Let's stop throwing names. Because it comes back and bites me. And so anyway, there's this one girl I meet at Target, and I remember the line I used. It was such a cool line. I said, hey, you go to such and such school? And she'd be like, nah. I said, oh, because you look like such and such cousin. I just make up.
That was with anybody, right?
Anybody. And she said, nah. And so we started getting talking. 101 pickup line. That girl, I ended up like, years later, because I'm 15, years later, we ended up at Eastfield together. And there was another time that me and her could have hooked up. And it just didn't work out when I was with another girl. Because I couldn't cheat, I guess. It was just like my instinct. Because of the first time. So the girl that's 15, no, I was 15, right? We're both 15. Just to make that clear.
Completely underage, both of us.
So eventually we're together for a long time, and then like I start getting caught up. Like I'll be with my girl, and somebody will call me. A girl will call me or text me. Who's that? I say nah, and I just play it off. Eventually, I knew she knew, right? Eventually, when I started like, the only way I could explain it was I fell in love with her again or something. Like I was in love with her, but then she was like over me, and she was cheating on me. And so then when she told me about it, she like stood me up. That was whenever Firewood had just opened in freshman year. And she was like, she was supposed to meet up with me. And then I had a homegirl pick me up and take me to her house in Richardson. She lived in Richardson. We used to go to the fucking Richardson Square Mall shit. And then she's like, nah, I've been dating somebody else. And that one time that I said that I couldn't go hang out with you, me and him, we fucked. And,
damn.
And I was like,
okay, we're gonna be like that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I guess because it was retaliation for the time. I guess she knew I cheated.
Oh, that's even worse. You were just with me to pay back.
Yeah,
oh.
I guess, bro. And I'm like, okay. So I cried and shit. That was tough. I was depressed for a while, and then that happened again later on. With another ex, and I cheated early on.
You cheated on her and she cheated on you back?
And then later on, I started I felt more affected. I was in love with
you. Were invested.
And then I was invested, and then it was like, oh, it's too late because now she's cheating on me, and it's not there anymore.
So yeah. This is why you have a policy now, hopefully.
Yes.
If I fuck it up, I'm just getting out of here, man.
The way you did, that's what I should have did.
Yeah.
And that's why.
Yeah, I fucked up.
Otherwise, it'll hurt you even harder.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna get invested, and then it's gonna be like, she's gonna be cold hearted.
Because I wasn't gonna be able to tell her I cheated on you, right? You know what I'm saying? And even if I did, I know she would still try to say, well, we can work it out. I know she would have. I feel like such a piece of shit. I'm like, you know what? I don't even deserve this shit. You know what I'm saying? Just burn this shit. Burn it.
It's always in your conscience.
Basically, right? Basically, you know what I'm saying?
Unhealthy.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of heartbreak in one.
How many minutes worth of heartbreak is that? Damn.
40 minutes of heartbreak, man. You got anything else, Romo?
Well, I want to share one that I can actually remember.
I'm trying to think if I've broken any heart. I'm sure I have. I can't really think of anything. I don't want to brag about breaking.
Yeah, that's why let's not do that. We're not toxic like that.
Yeah.
Or so we say.
I didn't get my heart broke, but alright, so there's this girl in 3rd grade that she was my first kiss. And when I found out, we went to the IMAX theater. She told me I was sitting right here and a few friends down. She was like, hey, I like you. And I was like, oh shit, I like you too.
Yeah.
Right? And I remember her name was Melissa. And then I moved, or she moved. I guess she moved to Garland. And then I moved to Garland for middle school. When I went, and then we saw each other, and she was like, "Oh shit, we should be boyfriend and girlfriend." And I was like, "All right," but she had became like a gangster girl, and I was still kind of nerdy and shit. And so like, from within 10 minutes, like it was so awkward from when we became boyfriend and girlfriend that when she was in the line for the lunch and she got her food, she's like, "You know what? Let's just be friends." I was like, "All right, that's cool, yeah," because it's awkward.
She probably saw that you weren't gonna be the
same, like,
yeah.
well, I mean, it was like years apart, because 3rd grade to 6th, that's 3 years.
Yeah, fam.
People change.
Yeah, she seen things, she done things.
And she ended up having a kid real young. I had a kid young, but I dated a lot of girls that ended up having kids, like, young, like, early on and shit. After me. I feel like the heartbreak kid, because every time I would date somebody, then they'd get pregnant. With the next dude.
Good luck, charm. Good luck, Chuck.
Bad luck, Chuck.
Oh, they get pregnant.
Because they get pregnant.
Nah, I was the other way around. They would meet like their husband on the next one. Like, I met this guy who I love. I'm engaged. And I'm like,
I mean,
man,
it'd be nice if it all worked out.
Back on MySpace, you know what I'm saying? Back on MySpace, you see that shit like, oh, look, she's with some other dude, all happy and shit.
Yeah. That one ex I told you that I left, she broke up with me, and she's married now with homeboy. So.
Well, fuck it.
Hey, you can all be happy. You can't be all.
I'm happy you're happy. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking.
Yeah, that's true.
You know.
Better I struggle than you.
Like they say, man, that song, you say he's just a friend, man.
Yeah.
What song?
Oh, baby, you.
That one?
You got what I need. Gotta stop for you copyright infringement.
Yeah.
I do not own, or do I?
Right. Damn.
Is that it? Are we done heartbreaking, leaking our hearts out?
I kind of got my heart broke a little bit, but I think I want to, like, recently, but it gets easier. I want to say that to the young men and women out there. It gets easier as you get older.
Of course.
And what helped me also, I mean, just not having power for fucking 26 hours, I'm like, you know what? It's not that big of a deal if she doesn't like me, or that it's not, you know. It's all good, man.
Did you talk about that one? Did you put the most recent one out? You want to do it?
I don't really know how to talk about it.
Well,
I kind of did it on the vlog a little bit.
You don't want to? Yeah, all right, it's all good. You ain't got to.
Yeah.
We'll do it in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
That was episode number what?
42.
Heartbreak.
See y'all next time.
Peace.
Much love.
Peace.
Don't get your heart broken, and if you do, it's all good.